Not that smart. Literally what happens, I turn and look at the bench, and if Luke gives me a thumbs up, then I challenge it. And if he gives me a thumbs down or he goes like this, then I won't challenge it. But they have a system behind the bench, and it's led by Robbie Lemons, local guy. Where did he play high school at?
Jesuit?
No, it's Country Day.
Country Day. Yeah, so Robbie is the catalyst behind it from Country Day. Give him a little shout out. But he's our analytics coach, and between him, Luke, and Dutch Gately, they make the determination. Now, there's times when I may not be too happy with the call or the refs, and you know, when you're a little kid, you pout, and you do something that your parents tell you not to do just to prove a point, just to rile them up. So sometimes I won't even look at them, I'll just challenge it just to, I'm so pissed, but it's not the right thing to do, so I try not to do that. But that's the only time that I really make a challenge call myself.
Mike, with all that familiarity with the Warriors and with the way things transpired last April, does it feel like there's a rivalry, a real budding rivalry here now?
I think it's starting to happen. You know, the reality of it is we've won 1 year against the core of that team, and so, you know, this is just me personally, you know, the more you play, especially in the playoffs, and it goes back and forth, and it's not one-sided, that's the more I think it becomes a rivalry. Now, it could, quote-unquote, be more looked at because there's a lot of crossover, starting with Vivek, you know, being with the Warriors before, and then myself. And shoot, we got 2 of their security guards, Antoine and Ralph. We got somebody from the medical team, and Jerry helping us out, and you know, Luke and Leandro Marbach. I can go down the line in terms of the crossover, and so that probably helps out some. But we have to step up to the plate, not just in the regular season, but the postseason, for it to really become a full-blown rivalry. I think the location obviously also helps too.
Mike, given that familiarity with the Warriors, I'm just curious how surprised you were when they landed Chris Paul, and how well you see him kind of fitting in after going up against him, I think, once in the preseason already.
You know, there's really nothing, I don't think, that can surprise me in this league. I don't follow the media too much, but you know, I knew if Dame was going anywhere, he was going to Miami, because that's what everybody kept saying. Somebody said he got traded to Milwaukee. I'm like, what? Okay, nobody said Milwaukee. So for that to happen wasn't too surprising, you know. I think he's a great fit for him. He's got about as good a feel as anybody. You know, he's probably up there with Draymond. They probably can go back and forth. Their feel for the game is off the charts. They can articulate it to their teammates in adverse times or heated times, or very quickly when they need to at any point during the game. So that helps a lot there. And I know Steve likes those types of players. You know, when you have a veteran core, to add those types of players to the mix, because of what they do is a little complex offensively with a lot of individual reads. He was a good fit for him.
Hi, Mike. 2 questions. One, status quo on starters tonight, or is there a change maybe in the works?
No.
Okay. So yes, regular starters.
Regular starters.
Okay. And
Steve, it's our spy. Not our spy, your spy.
Yeah.
The league spy. Check.
cut that check.
Cut the check.
And you know, all this talk about Kings, Warriors, all the crossover you referred to now. De'Aaron has signed with the Curry brand. Number one, I just wonder, you know, what your reaction is to that news and seeing De'Aaron kind of gain this notoriety, and does that just add to kind of the unique nature of the relationship between these 2 franchises?
It definitely adds to the unique nature. You know, I don't know if that's ever been done before. Maybe it has. I don't know, but I saw I had my TV on ESPN, and I think NBA Today came on, and I saw them doing an interview, so I turned it up, and I mean, it was a great interview with the 2 of them talking about him signing with the Curry brand, and I'm happy for him. I last year when Foxy was trying out all his different shoes, he had you know, he had the Currys on, and I went to him during practice, and I said, you know, I don't even care to know the background of what you're doing with your shoes. I said, I see you got Currys on today. I said, man, I said, me personally, I said, I think it fits you, you know, because Steph is Steph. I mean, he's changed the game of basketball. He's well respected across all ethnicities, all ages, all genders, and you know, he's the poster boy. But he's a hip or a real cool poster boy, you know. And then you add that to his family, starting with his wife Aisha. You know, she's a rock star. I mean, Aisha is her own brand, and she's a beautiful wife and a loving mother, and you know, she's backbone of that family unit. And when you see that, you just think, okay, this is beautiful to see. And so I said, hey, you're at the beginning of that. You know, Fox's got a beautiful wife in Mercedes. She's the backbone of their family. You know, she's a very, very strong, beautiful, intelligent woman, just like Aisha is. And, you know, obviously they're starting their little family now, so they're just at the beginning stages of it. But, and Foxy, to me, is the same way. You know, he's a great dude. He's extremely intelligent, articulates well. I mean, I can go on, and he can, just like Steph, he can hang with any type of ethnicity or gender or age group. You will love him if you get a chance to get to know him. And so, you know, based on that alone, you know, obviously Steph is Steph. Foxy's on his way to attaining that level, in my opinion. He's heading that direction. Based on that alone, I mean, I think it's a tremendous fit. You know, I really do.
Coach, physicality has been a word that's been repeated all camp and into the start of the season. Just curious what you liked from your team in that aspect against the Jazz on Wednesday, and what you're looking for tonight.
The thing I like, we're trying to be physical, and we're trying to do it most times in the right way. And so for me, that's a start. And as long as we keep trending in that direction, because we're not going to be here right now, but we got to go like this, and we want to get there sooner than later, because we know we're going to have a couple of hiccups or a couple of drops here and there. But we're trending in the right direction. I thought we'd try to bring it against the Jazz, and hopefully we will continue. But for sure, that's what our identity is about. You know, we want to play fast, so we are. On top of that, we want to be physical. We want to play physical. And then we want to play the right way.